And good evening. Sorry about that. Just fixing something on OBS.
Oh, we're in
I hope
swing.
everyone's well. We are the boys from the Baltic Star. Tonight we are doing one of our Winter of Love games. It is called Dinosaur Park, and I hope you enjoy it very much. We are very, very pleased to be able to welcome Slayer to join us this evening. How are you, Slayer?
I am good, yes.
Good.
And I've already warned them that I want to have a pet dino.
Okay. We have exactly 2 hours to play this game. If it isn't finished in 2 hours, everybody loses.
Right.
When you say everybody, Ben,
Well, not
surely
everybody.
you don't mean all of us.
Three of us lose.
Ah, I see.
So I am also, of course, joined tonight by Ewan and Luke, my regular co-conspirators. Slayer is below me. I'm Ben in the top right corner of your grid. Slayer is below me. Ewan next to me, and Luke down in the bottom corner where he lives.
It's cozy down here.
I honestly feel his beard suits a troll.
Oh,
We put him under a bridge. It's harsh.
Right, so the rules for tonight, very, very simple. Each character has a pool of 20 courage points. When you try to do something, I will tell you how many courage points it takes. You roll a d6. If you roll a 6, you succeed in whatever you're trying to do, and you get all your courage points back. If you roll a 5, you succeed in what you're intending to do, and you get one of your courage points back, unless it only costs you 1 to do it. If you roll a 4, you succeed, but you lose your courage points, and anything from a 3 down is badder. Not as good. Okay?
Oh,
Very simple stuff. So all you have to do is track a number beginning at 20 and going down from there.
so we can't go over 20?
In theory, you can. At various points, if things are really successful, you may get awarded courage points, but I suspect you will probably burn through them faster than you'll get them back.
Okay, good to know.
Is that you suspecting based on your knowledge of our roleplay?
Possibly. If
Okay.
your courage points hit 0, you are frozen in fear and unable to act.
oh no.
Ooh.
That's the fun of dice.
Yes, indeed. This is what happens on scary days. So, welcome to Dinosaur Park. The best job in the world. All the fun of a theme park, plus all the fun of a zoo, plus, believe it or not, dinosaurs. Actual living, breathing dinosaurs. Carefully designed in a lab and birthed from artificial bird eggs. Designed is the key word here, of course. Supercomputers worked out exactly what sequence of DNA would produce a dinosaur that looked any way you liked. So technically, they're not really dinosaurs. They're biological sculptures that are designed to look like real dinosaurs, or more accurately, look like what we think real dinosaurs look like. If we're being really honest, it's not even that. They're designed to look, act, sound the way our focus groups told us the public wanted them to be. That's because the public is actually an abbreviation for the term paying public. Under the skin, of course, they're designed to be easy to maintain. Dinosaur skin is pretty tough, but it had nothing on the skin of our version. Tough skin means fewer scratches and grazes, so less expensive maintenance. Oh yes, and food. All the animals are designed to be omnivorous, because that makes them cheap to feed. Like pigs. Really, really big pigs. Difference between our version of a T-Rex and our version of a Triceratops in terms of what they eat is that we programmed the Rex to eat live prey while the trike thinks food is found lying about. Funny thing about trikes, their giant frills were far too thin to be a useful defensive tool. Not ours. Idiot trikes kept poking holes in each other, so we redesigned them so those frills were like armour. It was that or make the horns blunt, and guess what? The focus groups told us that sharp spikes were important. Then there are other things I never believed would come from the DNA. The first animals we bred, Generation 1 we called them, they had some issues that interfered with the theme park side of things. You see, we didn't exactly take a completely blank slate and make the DNA from nothing. We took the DNA of an existing animal to make our attractions. They picked the cassowary, a really ancient bird, essentially. Good choice, right? except hidden in its DNA were some things that made the things afraid of humans, especially humans in large groups, like on a tour. So the Gen 1 animals hid from the tourists. Enter Gen 2. Now they're not afraid of us at all, which is much better. The stegos come up to the fence and eat from your hand. Well, from a sort of feeding shovel in your hand, because they have big mouths and eat anything, including the hand of a child. Unfortunate side effects, however, were pretty obvious. Walk up to the T-Rex and he gets as close as he can, keeping pace with you on his side of the fence. It's cool, actually, but scary for the little ones. And the big ones. And me. Then there's the famous things. Velociraptors, real ones, were the size of superannuated chickens. If threatened by one, you'd drop kick it into February. Only ours aren't like that, of course, because there's brand recognition, so our velociraptors are much bigger. We built the Gen 3 raptors to be cooperative pack animals, but that didn't go well, so they're actually solo hunters for some reason. We do have pack hunters, though. I don't know if it was planned that way, but the allosaurs are pack hunters. So are the giganotosaurs that we derived from them. Ask anyone at the park which of the attractions give them nightmares, and no joke, I think we've all woken up suddenly from being chased by allos. So, come to Dinosaur Park. Seriously, do come. We've got 300 billion in loans to pay off. On the plus side, almost the whole % of that money went on safety. Anyway, time for my shift. I'm not supposed to get in the way of the tourists, so I'll be going through those creepy underground service tunnels like every day. Wish me luck.
Okay.
So, could I have your names, please?
Shall I start?
By all means.
Please do.
Okay. I'm going to be Andy with an I,
Mhm.
Rogers
Okay, with a D or without?
with a D.
Okay.
So DOD.
And what about you, Ewan?
Sorry, I'm just writing.
Okay.
Suddenly realised that these are important notes that I should be taking. This is how I end up with no notes. I am going to be, if it's all right then, I would like to be Dr. Percy Veer.
Percy Beer,
Veer.
like the drink.
V-E-E-R.
VIO?
Vear.
Okay.
Oh. Persevere.
Percy Veer. Excellent stuff. And Luke, what do you want to be?
My character is Shackleton Shagley.
Okay.
He's named after the great and famous darts player Dave Shagley.
Okay.
Can you spell that for me, please?
SHACKLETON. That's Shackleton. Shagley, SHAGGLY.
Okay.
Oh, no E. Okay.
No E. No room for
Okay.
E's.
All right. So, with that done, let me explain where you are and what's going on. What you have on screen in front of you is the sort of guest map for Dinosaur Park. It basically shows you the layout of the major zones of the park. At the very bottom, you can see the park wall, and behind that is the sort of hospitality area, transport links, and that kind of thing. But this is mainly showing you the actual park itself. Like many people who work at the park, you are all coming in via the visitor centre, and that's where you happen to be as a group. All of you are there together, and in the visitor centre, you find fairly inevitably that there's a lot of people milling about, and it's while you are there that suddenly all the lights go out. It's fine, it's daytime, but it's noticeable. There's like a clonk sound, and all of the sort of interior lighting drops for a moment. Plenty of windows, no panic. And a few seconds later, things start to come back on as under emergency power local to the building. It's got a failover generator. But within a few moments, you start to see some concerned looks on the faces of other people walking around. And eventually, someone walks over and taps your little group on the shoulder and says, come with me, and takes you into a quiet corner. There are a lot of visitors sort of looking around, wondering if the park's going to have its service interrupted by this sudden power outage. And What you are told is this this wasn't a power drop for the visitor center. This looks like an attack, cyber terrorism, and they took down the whole park. Everything's gone. All the door locks, all the gate locks, everything. Even the charging
Please tell me
stations
those
for the
are
electric
also on a
vehicles.
backup generator.
The visitor centre has a backup generator. In
Only
time of
visitor
crisis, it's supposed to be an emergency refuge. But lots of places don't. You can't, on our kind of budget, put a backup generator to cover every gate, every door across multiple square miles of park. So, we've got a problem.
Mhm.
We've got hundreds and hundreds of guests scattered all over the park. And some of them are checking in, and some of them on the radio, we're learning, are already in vehicles on vehicle tours, and they're being taken straight to the park wall. We're going to try and get everyone here and collect them and take them in vehicles down there and get them out of the park area.
Okay.
Problem is, well, some of the guests aren't in the visitor centre and aren't in vehicles. We've put out a tannoy announcement to yell at people and say, come to the visitor centre if you're on foot, and we hope most of them will make it. But we've got a big group upstairs in the pterosaur flight east tower. We need you to go and get them.
Okay.
I'm going to be entirely honest. This doesn't sound like it's part of my responsibilities here at the park. But of course, I'm happy to help. How many in the group?
There are 6 that we know of, plus potentially their staff, but we don't know how many staff are there. It's the downside of a mostly automated park.
I'm going to
Less
apologise in
concerned.
advance, Ben. I meant to tell you this, but I wanted to be a dinosaur trainer. So I'm going to have clickers frickin' everywhere.
Okay,
And
very useful.
I'm going to be handing. I will immediately hand both of you one of my clickers from my
Okay.
little satchel, and just be like, "Don't click it lots of times at them. That's not going to help. Single click only. That should at least get their attention. At least it will get their attention long enough on you that I can then click and get their attention on me.
Okay,
And then I can give them nice, tasty treats, which should give you guys some time. That
We're
don't use these if I'm already using mine.
we're not the nice tasty treats, are we?
No.
Oh, good. Just for clarity.
And I'm just gonna like pat a little I guess like a little whatever they're called, like a bum bag, fanny pack, what thing we want to call them, full of effectively, it's bigger than normal because dino treats, but imagine like you would for a dog, but bigger.
okay.
And if you want to limit the amount of treats I have and I can count them down, I am absolutely fine with that.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you know when you're getting low.
Fine.
Okay?
Absolutely fine with me.
Right. So, this map obviously is pretty basic. It just shows you the main roads and the places. It's for a park visitor who needs to find their way around. We do have a slightly more detailed map, which is coming up now. Now, this map is essentially the same map, only it shows you all of the gates, tunnel entrances, and subdivisions of the terrain with their individual labels.
I'm crazy because I can't see a map.
You'll need to go on to.
Oh no, it's there now. Never mind.
Yep.
Cool.
It just took a second to load for me.
Shackleton grabs Dr. Percy by the shoulder and pulls him over to a slightly quieter area. Dr. Percy,
I'm glad you heard. I'm glad you heard. I successfully defended my thesis this morning.
You did. I was very excited as I was opening up the cafe and cleaning down the tables. The word came in from the first people that I served their teas to that you'd been successful. I wanted to congratulate you on your glorious achievement. I've been reading a self-help book recently and putting together like a personal, just trying to better myself as a person. And I was wondering if we survive this, I could use you as a reference.
Well, yes, of course, yes, certainly. That's certainly. I wouldn't have been able to be where I am today if it wasn't for all the fine cups of coffee keeping me up all week at night.
This dinosaur trainer's handed me. I've got no idea. Like, put me with a tea towel or a washing up bowl, and I know what to do. But I'm a bit worried that I'm not qualified for this, Doctor. What would you you're a man who speaks to the human condition. What do you suggest? How should I go about this?
Well, you are right. I am a doctor of philosophy, which is very tied into the human condition in most cases. I'm going to be honest. This isn't my forte either. I have heard though that in times of emergencies, you focus on the one task in front of you, and then you find out what the next one is.
Fantastic. My sort of my big 5 points, my 5 sort of point step to becoming a better person does include being hungry to learn. And I guess today could be a real learning experience for me.
I would say this is the opportune moment. Think of all, when you put me down for a reference, think of all those exciting answers to can you tell me a time that you've performed well under pressure that you'll have?
Well, I'm a strong believer that we all succeed together, and maybe our best chance of success is to stay close to the trainer. They seem to know what they're talking about. Either that or it's just an absolute shitload of bravado. But either way, I feel like I can follow them to the ends of the world, or at least to the door of the visitor centre, which is further than I've ever been on this in this place. Normally I'm just shipped straight into here. I never get to go outside. This is a new experience.
Indeed. It will be quite exciting.
I have questions about this map.
Yes.
So, the circles are tunnel entrances.
Yes.
But you said that the tower, you said it's an east flight tower.
Yes.
So is there like a bridge leading to it, or do you go down into the tunnels and then back up the tower?
You can go into the tunnels and along those, or you can go overground.
So we can go underground or overground.
Yeah. The thick sort of dotted lines are tunnels.
But there's no like path. There's no like basically high path where you'd be able to keep from the ground.
Well, ironically, there actually is, but it only works one way.
Right.
You see, the pterosaur towers, the two of them are towards the top of the map. They are, in fact, built for jump-offs for zip lines. So the guests, if they get up to the top, can get onto a zip line harness, either direct to the visitor centre or from east to west, and then from there to the visitor centre.
Hence the arrows.
Yeah.
What planet did someone think, let's put zip lines on towers where pterosaurs go, ooh, food?
No pterosaurs in the park.
Oh.
Wait, what? There's no pterosaurs in the park, but it's the what?
You get to be the
imitations.
pterosaur.
Not anymore.
The zip lines are decorated with
What's
the
it say, Skate?
silhouettes of pterosaurs. So
Right.
as you go down the zip line, people on the ground look up and see the shadow of a pterosaur.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm going to clarify because I would assume I would know this again as hopefully a trainer. So there are only ground-based dinosaurs currently.
There are exclusively land-living dinosaurs, and they're not all dinosaurs, other prehistoric animals.
Yep, and other prehistoric animals. Anything water-based?
No.
Right.
any
Okay.
direwolves?
That's
No.
fine. I know. Have a vague idea of what I'm dealing with now. That's fine. Right.
Yes.
So I'm going to wander over to you two all huddled in a corner and go, so, what are we doing wasting our time around here?
Yeah. Shackleton reached out the clicker torch and clicks it a few times just to test it.
Remember not to do that when we're outside. It's once.
It's kind of like castanets, but less fun.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
much
just
so.
checking because I don't need to lose any more limbs of colleagues.
Any more limbs of colleagues?
Yes.
That's not in the slightest bit disconcerting. I was just advising Shackleton here to grab a tea towel. You should never go anywhere in this place without a tea towel.
I'm really good at like whipping them around and then flicking them at colleagues' backsides and things. I bet I could take out a dinosaur with a single flick.
I have heard John was limping for a week.
Yeah. Have you seen the bruise? Size of a football.
I can imagine.
My greatest moment. I feel confident with the clickers, with a philosophy doctor, with a trainer, and with my towel. I feel we can conquer anything, as long as we stay in the visitor centre.
Yeah, that won't be happening, I'm afraid.
Yes, that might not be in line with the expectations management have for you.
Management always changes their expectations.
Right. And the evacuation is happening with other people, is it? But so
teams of people are
someone
being
else is kind
sent
of
off all over the
organising that
park.
one. Yeah. Great. Okay.
So anyone who was lucky enough to be driving a tour group in a vehicle gets their own escape vehicle as a bonus.
Sometimes having driving experience can be useful.
It can.
Are there any vehicles around the visitor centre? Is there one that we could use to drive to go overground to get to the tower?
The visitor centre has an underground garage that connects to the tunnels. These are all big enough for vehicles to travel in both directions. They are quite substantial service tunnels. Because down there all of the vehicles are recharged and moved around to where they're needed. The visitor tours are all on the generally the visitor tours are up on ground level, so they drive around the various enclosures. But when they are recharged or waiting for use, they are underground in the underground, and there is an underground area for charging and storing under the visitor centre.
Okay, but I guess I'm more just questioning in the sense that I bet a bunch of people are probably bringing those up as more escape vehicles to bring more groups.
They are.
Who work in tours. So is there one that we can take as our group that's not being used for that we can use just to get quickly to the other side? Or not? Or we're going to have to hoof it?
I mean, if you go down and have a look, you might get lucky. You never know.
Okay. Are you both all right with that? We see if there's a vehicle down there, or would you rather go over ground? I'm honestly fine with
I've never got lucky when I've gone down.
It's always a day.
Maybe today's the day.
Mm-hmm.
It feels safer in many ways.
Nothing about this park is safe. Let's go check it out then.
Yeah. Let me just grab my favourite tea towel. Hang on.
Oh, trust me.
Oh, the old. Yes. Nearly had an eye out the other week with it. It's perfect. Still got the label on it. Oh. Okay, I've got it. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's save the world.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh my goodness, multiple maps.
the visitor centre tunnels. You can go downstairs. There are two basic routes. You can try to use the actual vehicle ramp and just walk down. It's accessible. There's a door at both ends. In order to do that, you have to go outside the building and then through the external access down the ramp. Or there is a service lift, which is built behind the counter at the Dino Store, which is a shop on the ground floor.
If we're staying inside, it might be worth that. Is the power back up and running, Dr.
Yeah,
Percy?
this power
The
center
power-
is
power
back, so I
going,
assume
Andy?
the service lift is working.
Then let's do it. And if we get stuck in the lift, then we're stuck in the lift, I suppose. Someone can come and rescue us.
Okay. So I like the logic. I mean, if you do get trapped in the lift, then it's reasonably safe and you can't, it's not your fault that you can't go to the dangerous places.
Exactly. We tried. We failed. And
At the lift.
as one of my ethos is, I embrace ownership of the failure. And
Okay.
and
You
I tried to do what was right.
you head down to the tunnels level. It's not that far down on the lift, and the lift doors open, and you can probably see on the map, hopefully, where it leaves you out to. The this map is kind of on its side, north facing to the right. So the door opens to the south side of the lift and leads into a small angular space in the ground level. You're fairly familiar with this area, so there's no harm in showing you the map.
Yeah.
It's how I get into work every morning.
Okay. Do we need to do any kind of like? Can we easily see a vehicle from where we are?
Not
we
from
can
in
jump-
there. You'd have to open the door into the actual garage area. That door
Okay.
is in front of you and to the right.
Okay. I don't suppose there's any kind of remote camera system that employees might be able to access. I'm assuming not.
I think you're probably imagining a park that was built with a lot more care and consideration.
Fair. Okay. All right. Well, just, I guess, yeah, go to the door, have a brief listen out for anything that sounds untoward, and then open the door.
Okay.
So
So
this will cost me some points.
if you open the door, normally this door would require your key card to open because it's not a door intended for the public. But the lock doesn't seem to be working and it swings open at your touch.
Okay.
Inside you can see a large open area underground. It is a big garage space. There are lots of parking spaces that you can see dotted around from your angle at the south. None of those seem to have vehicles, but you know that there are other parking spaces behind the ramp up in the middle of the space.
Right.
You can't see those from here, though, because the ramp hides them. The space has 3 vehicle exits, one heading south towards the park control centre, one west towards Pterosaur Flight West and the West stores, and one heading east towards Pterosaur Flight East and the East stores and the Science Centre.
That is our route. That's where we need to get. Let's but from my high school maths lessons, we were always taught that when it comes to triangles, the hypotenuse is the fastest route. So we should be direct, I think, unless anything tells us otherwise. Let's find something, guys. What's out there? Andy, you found anything?
Not as yet. I'm gonna kind of casually walk forward, but kind of keeping my head on a swivel, and just try and look for in those spaces behind the ramp.
Okay. The place is relatively dark. There is emergency lighting down here, but you're used to seeing it when there's proper lighting, when the place is lit for access. This is more like it is after the park closes at night, and the few times you've been through here, it's always been a bit creepy. I would like you to make a roll, please. First of all, to find out if you find a vehicle, but also because this is going to take you a little bit of courage to creep across this darkened open area with its echoey sound and its intimidating look. So, could you please roll a d6 for me? This will be a courage 2 roll.
Okay. That is, in fact, a 2.
It's a 2. Okay.
Oh.
You peek round the corner. It costs you 2
It's the
courage.
Ankylosaurus side. It should be lucky.
It's a very thematical dice.
It is very thematic. I'm impressed with that. As you walk past the sort of big vehicle door that leads to the ramp up and out, that door is also closed, but again, its little red light that indicates that it's supposed to be locked is not locked. As you reach the corner and peer around, you see there is in fact one remaining vehicle. It's the furthest space from you, and it seems to be still plugged into its charger. No one else seems to be down here, but there is a sort of slightly echoing noise coming from the exit to the west, which is the direction that is pretty much opposite that parking space.
Okay. And just to check, that means I go down by how many points?
2.
Oh, cool. All right. I'm going to beckon to the other two, and when you guys are close enough, I'm going to say, which one of you is the best driver?
Well, I'll be honest. I don't drive much. Too much time working on my thesis, don't you?
Shackleton?
I have a smart car, if that counts.
I ask this as one of you is going to need to drive because I need to keep a lookout.
I'll give it a go as long as there's not too many pedals and sticks. As long as it's pretty simple, I feel confident enough. I only learned automatic though, so hopefully this is straightforward.
It is an electric vehicle.
Ah, that's good. I failed my. I did fail my manual test on 9 different occasions. So, but this looks doable. Everyone in. Everyone in. Everyone in. Everyone in.
Okay. You all clamber in. Flick the switch to turn on the vehicle. And as you do, the vehicle's headlights come on automatically and illuminate the way down that passageway towards Pterosaur Flight West, directly in front of you. In the distance, you can see a large bipedal shape, and it turns suddenly towards the light and lets out a really horrible sounding roar.
Oh, Percy, it's your missus.
To your perhaps surprise, perhaps alarm, maybe it's just the tunnel, but there seems to be like an echoing roar, a second, and then a third.
Oh,
Oh boy. Okay.
Percy clicks a singular click on his clicker.
Shackleton, I suggest you drive quickly.
Right. Luckily, this wasn't the way I was planning to go, and I'll try and hang it round to the left and around the ramp, and then towards the east route. Please.
Okay. You're shaking a little bit alarmed. Can you
Yeah,
make a
exactly.
courage 1 check for me, please?
We're all using not a pink dice. Pink dice don't work with this game, you told me.
No, it's incompatible with pink dice. I'm sorry.
Ah,
Something about the rule set. I don't really know why.
it's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay. You pull away, the charging cable snapping free and dropping to the ground behind you. You make it around the corner. This will cost you 1 of your courage points, please.
Mm-hmm.
But you drive around the corner fairly sensibly,
Yeah, that's
and as you do, you glance down at the gauges on the panel in front of you, and this vehicle seems to have 30% of its charge.
me.
Typical. As this is a more of a is this a visitor vehicle? Sorry, excuse me. Is this a visitor tour vehicle,
It
or
is,
is
yeah.
this like a service vehicle?
It is a visitor tour vehicle.
Right. Damn it. Okay. I was hoping for some kind of toolkit, which would be in more of a service type vehicle. Okay. Right. Are the friends chasing us?
It's hard to tell because as soon as you whip round the corner of the ramp, all you can see behind you is a poorly lit space and a big concrete block, which is the ramp up to the surface. You can't see down the passageway behind you.
Oh, it's protected.
We can't hear them coming towards us. I would assume there would be echoes and things.
There's still a lot of echo, but it's hard to it's hard to place distance on it. But yeah, there's echoing noise, not like a roar anymore, but certainly sound.
Would you allow me to, as a trainer, person, staff member, to have a torch on me that I can, a decent level torch that I could flash back behind me? Or
You certainly can. I don't see why not.
All right. I would quite like to do that and get a bit of an idea if I need to throw some treats out and do some distraction.
Okay. As you go, almost immediately you leave the this side of the lower area. It splits. There's a little junction just off the map, which splits into 3 tunnels. One heads north towards the Pterosaur Tower East. One heads straight on towards the East Stores, and one heads towards the Science Centre. I'm assuming you're heading towards Pterosaur Tower East, but you don't have to, of course.
I think I'd like to. I'm assuming that that's where Shackleton is planning to go.
I'm bombing down the to east.
Okay. All right. Then, by all means, please, you bring out your torch, you point it over the back of the vehicle. These aren't exactly fast vehicles, but it's making reasonable progress. Certainly much quicker than you could walk, put it that way. And you turn on the torch. For just a second, it doesn't seem to illuminate, and you think, that's not right. And then you realise it's just that your hand's shaking a little bit. You're a little bit nervous, and you press it a bit more solidly, and it snaps on. Can you roll a courage check for me with 1 as the cost?
Yeah. Okay. That one is a 4.
A 4?
With a little
4?
Very
You
nice.
don't mind a 4?
little stego.
The
little
light
stego.
snaps on, and the timing seems to be perfect. It does cost you a courage point, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's fine.
But your timing is damn near perfect, it seems. When you turn the light on, you just catch what seems to be the tip of a long, muscular tail as it disappears into the passageway heading towards the East Stores.
What?
Okay. No, that's good. That's good. It means it's not following us.
Yeah. That is true.
And it looks as if you didn't even attract its attention with the light.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good work.
Ben, as
Yeah,
we're
let's say that for
travelling
you,
along,
Shackleton, for being so speedy quick.
What can I say? I've got the skills, apparently. I've got 6 points on my license.
Ah,
Hmm. Hey, in this situation, I'll take someone who's okay with speeding.
it does feel helpful for a
Yes.
current goal, certainly. Ben, as we're going along, can Percy have a little rummage around in the vehicle? Backs of seats, glove boxes, just see if there's anything of use in here. Anything heavy and therefore expensive.
yes, you can indeed. Doing so, of course, requires that you're going to take your eye off the outside, and that's a slightly scary experience because you're not seeing anything that might loom out of the dark. However,
especially with Shackleton driving.
yeah, but it's not an unreasonable thing. A points cost of 1, please, on your courage, and a roll of a d6.
Wonderful. How many? Sorry.
1 point cost.
That's a 4. We're
A
all
4,
in on the 4s
fantastic.
tonight.
Yes, indeed. Luckily, under some brochures and pamphlets and maps at the back of the vehicle, there appears to be a sort of storage box, and in there, a set of night vision goggles.
Interesting.
Very good, very good.
I'm not sure what. Does anybody know what these are?
Night vision
It looks
goggles.
I was going to say it looks like you wear them on your head. It's
Yes, that would be the general point.
Yes, I'll leave them here. I'm sure someone. We're okay at the minute, of course, because we can see perfectly.
Of course.
Right,
You've
Shackleton.
been
You don't
eating
need
more
these to
carrots
drive,
than
do you?
me, because
Speak for yourself. I think I've got something in my eye. I'm having to wink quite a lot at the minute. I think a bit of dirt to go. I'm glad you can see properly. You have to tell me what way to go. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's out. That's good. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, night vision. That's cool. That's good. That could be really helpful if everything goes wrong.
What?
What? Nothing will go wrong. What?
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I'm just embracing ownership of the situation.
That is what they say about you.
Right, I think we're making good time. I think we're doing really well down here. We must have gone, goodness knows, meters in this little wagon. Look, it's not quite at 30% anymore, but I still think we're going to get there okay. Just don't tell me if any big things appear behind us, okay? I don't think that's going to help me. I'd rather not know.
Even if you're cruising along at a casual, 10 miles an hour, and something comes up behind us, you don't want to be aware to accelerate.
You could tell me that we must go faster, are you?
must go faster.
I mean, that feels like it would be the appropriate thing to say in such a situation. Yes,
that is true. I've noticed you've got a rather nice. You're dressed all in black today. You're looking good. Yeah, it's a strong look.
I did unbutton my top couple of buttons though, given the situation.
I like the way you're reclining in the back seat.
I thank you.
Roughly what are we talking distance and time wise to get to the East Tower?
It's not that long a drive. The park would be a long walk on foot, but it's not that big in a car. It'll take you a few minutes to get there.
Well, while Percy is gold blooming in the back,
what a verb.
I'm going to kind of have a rummage around in the bits that I have on me, and hand one of the dino treats to each of them, Just
I'm
as
not,
like
I'm not hungry right now. Thank you. I'm focused on the task at hand.
just throw it as far as you possibly can if something's coming at you. Get its attention with the clicker and throw. Okay? It should at least give you enough time to get behind some kind of.
That's very helpful, thank you. And Percy will sit there and he'll practice. He won't actually click the clicker because he's been told not to overclick the clicker, so he'll push his thumb down next to it and throw. Pushes, just getting some reps in, just to make sure.
You eventually start to see the sort of still dimly lit emergency lighting style space that you're expecting at the end. The sort of cellar, the tunnel level underneath Pterosaur Tower East, and as you approach from the southwest, essentially, you enter into a sort of broadly octagonal space. There's not a lot of parking space here, but thankfully the place is empty of vehicles.
What time of day is this, Bear? Is this early in the shift? Is this like a morning?
This is sort of lunchtime.
Lunchtime. This is strange.
Not for the dinosaurs, though.
No, well, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Oh, this is. I'd expect something down here. I'm guessing they're clearing out already. But at least I know where to park, and I will reverse park. It's always better to reverse park because it's easier to get out afterwards.
Yes, for sure.
I will reverse park into the parking bay on the left.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure we'll be coming back by car. If we can do some zip lining, we might need to do some zip lining.
Well, it's there for the next person. Nothing else. I'll pull it into the left-hand parking bay, and if there's a charging port, I'll plug it in, whether it's working or not, please.
Okay.
That is my plan.
Yes, you pull up and immediately start plugging into charge. There is not a happy little light indicating that the charger is working.
Oh, sad lack of light.
Is there okay, so we think this is a cyber attack that took down the power. Is there in it like a manual reset or like something we can do about it? I'm just curious. I'm not saying we're going to do it. I'm just trying to get an idea.
There is a server room and a switch room underneath the visitor center, and there is a similar sort of space underneath the park control center. They are intended to boot up the whole system from there. However, people have been trying to give them a bit of a nudge, and so far, not lucky.
Okay. Well, I still think it's sensible to plug it in, as you say, just in case.
For sure.
All right. Who fancies some cardio going up some stairs?
Ben, I'm assuming that we would be fully aware of how tall the tower is. That must be a good marketing point for such a business-minded company.
Yes, indeed. You are familiar with the tower. It has a relatively small sort of downstairs access area for tourists to come in and vehicles to drop them off and pick them up. The East Tower has a top deck where the zip line is launched from. And it has 5 stories above the ground floor lobby between you and the top.
5.
Oh well, that doesn't seem too bad. Shall we, as you say, get some cardio going?
Sure. Why not? Why not? Nice to sort of get some exercise before we have to run for our life in a minute, no doubt.
I mean, you can try the lift if you want, but judging by the cars charging, you might be some time.
Yeah, let's not push our luck. I feel.
Okay. You in order to get up by stairs, you need to open the door at the bottom of the stairs. Who would like to do that?
Well,
Okay, I don't mind doing it. I'm expendable.
surely
I'm going to
not.
point out I opened the last door.
I'll carefully Shackleton Shagley will carefully grab the tea towel again in his fist, flick it around in a well prepared style, and sort of hold it carefully with most of it in his right hand, the tip in his left, and approach the door to try and open it with it ready to flick at anything that might be lurking behind.
Okay. Can you? This will be a 2 courage roll, please.
Percy will turn to Andy and just say, "He's such a showman."
And a 3. That's not good, Ben. I failed to open a door.
Okay. No, you haven't failed to open the door. The door swings open at your touch, as I'm sure you're very pleased to know. That's so reassuring when that happens.
Absolutely. That's how doors work. Wonderful.
It'll cost you your 2 courage, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I bet it does.
And
a pair of pants,
as the door swings open, you look up the stairs towards the ground floor, and you can see up there's a little bit of light up there as well. And at the top, another door. But that door seems to be very slightly moving, as if there's something nudging it on the other side.
Well, I've had my turn at opening doors. I think, Dr. Percy, you're next.
Well, of course. Should we go up the stairs first?
As one of my 5 things to live by, we succeed together.
Okay. You creep up the stairs, and at the top, at that door, Percy, would you like to make a courage roll, please, of 2?
Oh, that is a 6.
Fantastic.
Ooh.
That doesn't cost you any courage points at all.
Oh, what a legend. You're opening every door from now. You're a
Nice
designated door.
one. Well done, Dr. Veer.
You push the door open very gingerly, feeling that there's something on the other side. But as soon as you do, you can feel it actually get a little bit caught by the wind, and it seems to swing open without your help. And you realise that it was just moving a little bit in the wind, because on the ground floor, the main doors are open. And you can peer out onto the ground floor from where you are.
I like to think that he turns, looks down the stairs at the other 2, waiting behind him, and just says, "Just the wind."
It's just the wind.
And then turns back round and walks through.
Okay.
And you said there's 4 more floors up, you said, I think?
5 levels above this one before you get to the top.
Okay.
Oh, my heart is pounding. I'm not used to so many steps upwards in a day.
Come on, Shagley. I know you. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Plus, you work off some of those calories from the canteen.
I'm just going to have a bite of one of these dino snacks to keep me going.
I wouldn't recommend it.
It means that your breath will smell of food to the dinosaurs. I'd say that's probably...
My breath always smells of food.
Dinosaur food.
I brush my teeth with bacon. Let's keep going. Come on, slow coaches.
Do you still use toothpaste?
What? What's toothpaste? Come on.
All right.
Okay.
The ground floor doors are indeed open, all 4 of them, north and south. As you step out, you can see the north ones in front of you. The south ones you can't see; they're sort of hidden behind the staircase you just came out of,
Mm-hmm.
the sort of wall there. But you can tell they're open because the wind is blowing freely through this space. The other side of the lifts, there are a flight of stairs up
Do you want to
behind a
poke
door, of course.
out? Do you want to poke your head out? See if there's people here. If there's 6 people here, apparently, well, 9 of us now. If there's 6 around, ground floor could be where they are. Like, I would go to higher ground, but don't know.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss anyone, do we? Don't
I
have to come
mean,
back.
it is in the emergency information pack to always head to higher ground, but whether they followed that is, well, you know our customers. Some of them can be a bit dim.
Oh, that is very, very true. Maybe
It's
maybe
very
just
true.
poke a head out and see if there's anyone huddling around on the ground floor level quickly, I guess.
All right.
If we're here, we might as well.
This place doesn't seem to be quite as well supplied with emergency power as the visitor centre was. And as you step out onto the ground floor, you can indeed see that there is a gloomy octagonal space. There are windows out there, however, letting plenty of light in on sides all around you. And the doors are open, which lets more light in. Outside, you can, of course, see and hear the movement of the park and the trees, and the occasional roar or call of an animal, possibly in distress. And as you look around, Shackleton, can you please take a courage roll of 1 for me?
Oh no! 3.
A 3, okay.
Yeah.
That costs you 1 courage, and I'm afraid I cannot find you any of the 6 people. No,
Can't see
sign.
any. Can't see any of the 6 people.
Are we allowed to take a look as well, or
By all means.
okay? And same role, I'm assuming.
Yes, absolutely. You can look around yourselves. Same roll. It's 1 courage each if you want to.
Okay, so that was a 5.
Okay. A 5. I'm afraid because it's a 1 courage roll, you don't get any of your courage back.
Okay.
So it does cost you a
Nice.
1. However,
Okay. All right. So.
you hear a sort of whimpering noise, shall we say, from underneath the stairs that run up as you walk around. And under there, there's a little sort of utility cupboard. But you can hear a little bit of noise from inside, and it does sound like a mammalian kind of sound, if very quiet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll open the utility cupboard.
Okay.
I'm keeping my hand on my clicker just in case it isn't. Obviously, the clicker's not really going to massively save me, but it might at least make me stop for half a second
Okay.
to let me throw a treat.
You push open the door, and can you roll a courage for me, please? This is courage 1.
Ooh.
We got a 6 with a little.
Yeah.
Then in that case, it
big
does not
time.
cost you your courage point. And inside, sort of crouching in the corner, is a young lad, teenage boy, who's sort of like backed into the corner as far as he can, looks absolutely terrified that the door is opened, and then sees you and thinks that could be worse.
Hey, bud. I work with the park. Who are you here with? Is it just you?
My parents didn't want to do the pterosaur.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's all right. They're almost certainly back at the visitor centre by now. We've been sending out tannoys. All right. So come with me and my other colleagues here. We'll get you back to them. All right. Just
Okay.
come on out.
All right. And he does indeed creep out and join you outside in the ground floor.
Okay. Is there any worth in searching a utility room for anything that's of use or not?
You can certainly take a look if you would like. You're aware, obviously, that the doors are open behind you, so this will be a courage roll of 1.
Can someone else take it? Because I keep losing my courage.
I'm happy to if you wish.
No, okay.
Sorry.
Okay,
Right.
then I'm afraid that costs you 1, I'm afraid. So,
Wait, what? Who's checking? What's happening? I'm so confused.
Yeah, me too. Where did we get to with that one?
sorry, I thought you said you were going to make a roll, Ewan, and you didn't make it.
Oh no, I'm happy to make it if that's all right with everyone. I just thought I'd double check before rolling the actual.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's a 5.
Okay. All right. You don't get the 1 back, I'm afraid. It does go because it's only a 1 point check. However, in there you do poking around. It's mostly, cleaning supplies and things like that you'd expect to find. But there is in there an emergency medical kit.
Ooh, good. That's a good find.
Useful.
Here we are. Some medicine. Who's best? Do you want to? And he hands it out to the young lad that we just found.
I'm happy to put it in my pack for now, and then we can just use it as needed.
It's probably reasonable. I'll hand it over.
Yeah. I'll literally just turn around and let you pop it into the back of the, backpack thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Right, everyone ready for some more cardio? Sorry, bud, I didn't ask for your name. What's your name?
Bill.
Bill. Right. Okay, Bill, stay with us at all times, all right? Keep nice and close to me, and we're going to get you back to your parents, all right?
Good deal.
Hey, Bill, don't be worried. Look, you see, check this out. Right, look. Here's my thumb. Look, I can like, woo! Look, I can pull my thumb off and make it back. Isn't that amazing, Bill?
He looks at it very carefully and says, I'm betting an Allosaurus can remove even more of your limbs.
Oh,
I'm just going to let out almost a scoff, just because it's so funny, just his response. And I think,
He's a teenager, not 3.
Bill, don't you worry. I'll try and ruffle his hair, even though I'm probably only about 6 years older than him. Bill, don't worry, Bill. We got you. You're okay.
He looks at. He doesn't say anything, but the look he gives you is, this is what they sent me.
Did I see you at the cafe this morning, Bill? Did you you were there this morning, right?
Yeah, I was.
Oh. Did you like your coffee?
I didn't have coffee.
Oh.
Bronto burger.
Oh, I got the wrong order. That's terrible. I keep getting told off for that. How was the Bronto burger?
Good.
Yeah. A lot of meat on a Bronto. A lot of burgers.
I suspect it's not actually made of dinosaur.
What? Don't go ruining my life for you.
I mean, it might be the cheapest way for them to get their food. They do like to cut costs with the merchandise, as they call them.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I have to reuse tea bags after all. I've got to make four mugs with the same bag. It's terrible. The whole
I
back,
didn't know you
the
could count that high.
whole, I think it's four, it might be more. The whole back kitchen is there's like a line for drying with little pegs with tea bags all connected, like attached. It's terrible, really. Corners are cut. Shocking.
Not of the tea bags, because then they'd just leak everywhere, right?
Well, that is very true. That is very true. But you'd be shocked. You'd be shocked, Bill. Shocked what you'd see back there. But anyway, I'm rabbiting on now. Let's look for the rest of your party.
Well, I'm gonna hope that the rabbiting on has at least made it has at least been distracting enough to get us up at least a couple of flights of stairs, or maybe just one. Depends on how nice Ben's feeling.
Well, someone's going to have to push open the door to the stairs up before you can climb.
Okay.
I mean, you could ask Billy to do it if you like.
No,
What?
we are not sacrificing the child.
He's a teenager.
Okay.
It's not like
Teenager.
Yeah, no, it's very different. I wouldn't
Alright,
sacrifice
yeah.
anyone that was amazed at my tricks. Let's put it that way.
That's the age limit.
I
for
literally
people
am just
you
going to get
sacrifice.
Andy's literally just going to throw Shackleton a look and then literally just push forward on the door.
Ah, too
Okay. Then, Andy, can you please roll a d6 for me? This is a 1 point courage check.
It is a 5.
A 5. Fantastic. It costs you 1 point of courage, but you swing the door open and there seems to be no alarm above you. Nothing that sort of seems out of place. You seem to have made this decision pretty much just in time, because as the group of you start climbing the stairs, you find that behind you, as the door swings shut, there's sort of a little flicker of movement through those doors to the south, and you decide not to take too close a look at it, just in case. But you are on the stairs, and the door has swung closed behind you.
Okay.
Nobody. No, probably not. No.
Yeah. No, let's
No.
just
Yeah. Up, right? We're going up.
we are
Indeed.
indeed going up.
So, up takes you up a little flight of stairs and then immediately sort of round a corner, and then you're in a space that's a bit narrower, a bit smaller, still octagonal, but a bit smaller than the one below. Essentially, the stairs wrap all the way around the central column where the lifts are. There are railings where the inside of the stairs are. There's a little gap between the stairs and the lift shaft, because the lifts don't stop on these floors. There's no doorway or anything to them. You just got the sort of outside of the metal lift shafts. There are windows on all of the staircases, and little landings on all of 4 of them on each level. But it's effectively a large spiral staircase arrangement. It's just broken into landings and put on an octagonal.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we just keep climbing.
All right.
Keep on going all the way up.
Keep on trucking.
It isn't that gloomy, because there are windows and there's light flowing in through them. But it is a bit, echoey and not exactly the most welcoming space. Normally, the assumption is, of course, that people won't be walking these stairs; they'll be using the lift. And because of that, it's a bit less inviting than some of the more customer-focused areas of the park. You make it up the first and second and third levels to the middle of the climb you have to do, essentially. And as you get to the third one, you hear a sort of creak and swoosh sound from below you.
A creak and swoosh sound. Oh boy. As in, is there any way to define it a bit more?
Well, it sounds a little bit like a fairly sturdy but not particularly often used door swinging open and then swinging shut again with a little whoosh of air.
Right.
Could be a bit of the wind coming, of course.
I'm just gonna keep moving at a decent enough pace.
Okay.
I think if the others want to do something, that's up to them. But I'm not risking any more looking back if I can avoid it.
All right. So this is your plan to just keep going, not worrying about what's behind you.
Oh no, I'm worried about what's behind me, but I figure it's easier to deal with it when we're at the top in a bigger space.
Okay. That seems reasonable. Are the others hustling along as well, or do you want to peer back and see if you can work out what's down there?
I'm not peering anywhere. Terrifying.
Percy will throw the treat that he has behind him and hustle along behind the rest of them.
Okay, so behind you on the stairs you're literally climbing, or behind you as in down the side of the lift shaft?
No, behind him on the stairs. I don't think he has the cognitive response to process this in any sort of reasonable manner.
Okay, fair enough. You press on up the tower until eventually the stairs reach a doorway at the top.
Okay. I'm assuming also not locked from what we can see.
Does
There's
not
no
appear to be locked. No. No, it is moving a little bit, but it may well be wind.
Is there a window in it or anything like that?
I'm afraid not. No, the stairwell itself has windows below you now, but not the door. The door is just solid. You're familiar with this kind of door. It's a solid, sturdy kind of door with a big sign on the other side saying emergency exit.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I guess let's just do this. I'm gonna push the door open. I seem to always be opening doors and losing courage from it. But, yes.
All right, can you make a courage roll of 1, please?
There is another option.
Yeah, you guys may need to sort this because I got it too.
Okay, I'm afraid that does cost you a courage point.
Yeah.
You push the door open, and what you can see outside is, nice daylight. It's a fairly bright space, windows all around. You know the layout. The middle of this part of the tower, essentially the same size as the stairwell you've just come up, is an enclosed building with lots of windows and 4 doors leading out in all directions, or 3 doors, sorry, leading out in all directions. Outside that is a big open observation deck with a railing round the edge. You've been up here before. You can't see anything or anyone from where you are, though.
Did we? Yeah, you said there were 6 people, right? So we found.
You found
Bill.
1.
Bill, it's good enough for me.
Okay.
Bill.
Right.
Which flight are you going to take, Bill? West or to the visitor centre?
Well,
I literally look at Dr. Veer and go, "What?"
Well, that would give the starting location of where people were when this thing broke out, and it might tell us whether we're better off taking the door out to the observation deck to the north or to the south or to the other one.
I was planning to do the direct one to the visitor centre. It's much steeper, much faster.
Much more
Yeah.
direct.
Well, Bill, today's your lucky day, mate. Because what we're going to do is we're going to get you back to the visitor centre. We're going to need to stay here. We need to find the other people who are part of your group. Did you see anyone else? Did you see where they went?
They were here when we heard the warnings about the animals, and the lift stopped working. So we all looked around in a panic, and some of them decided to go up the tower, and I thought I didn't want to get trapped up there, so I hid.
Okay, right, all right. Hmm.
Do you know what, Bill? Today's doubly your lucky day because I managed to sneak this dinosaur mask out of the visitor centre gift shop. And I reckon if you came soaring down the zip line to the visitor centre wearing a dinosaur mask and roaring, you would scare the crap out of people. What do you think?
I'm not entirely sure your head's in the right place.
Well, fine. I'll keep the mask
yeah.
then.
Yeah. But is there any kind of emergency radio system, like kind of a battery-powered radio system, would be affected?
You have portable walkie-talkies.
We do.
Yep.
And can contact the visitor centre with these?
Yes, in theory.
Right. Okay. I'm going to try and do that because I want to see if they've received anyone back from that party since we headed out.
Cool.
If anyone came that way.
The only issue you're going to face with that is obviously that means making a noise and hearing a noise and little squelch sounds from the radio. So it is going to be a courage roll, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's fine.
1 courage.
That is a 4.
Okay. It does cost you a 1 courage.
I can't remember what you said about 4s, and now I'm nervous.
The 4's everywhere. Full of 4s.
Yeah, 4 is a success, but it does cost you your 1 courage, I'm afraid.
Okay.
You immediately get through, and someone picks up. Yes, how's it going?
Hey, right, we've got one of the group up here, a young lad called Bill. He said some people went up the tower. Can you confirm if anyone's come down the zip line to you since we headed out?
Okay, stand by. There's a delay for a few moments, and then somebody says, yeah, we've had 3 in from the Tower West.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to be sending Bill down to you now. We'll probably be hanging around here, just trying to see if we can find the other 2 before we head back.
Okay.
Right. Okay, and then I guess I'm just going to get Bill all strapped in, or maybe one of these guys is helping. I don't know.
Well, no, you're still in the room. You haven't stepped out onto the observation deck yet.
I thought we were. Oh, sorry. When we pushed the door at the beginning, I thought we'd stepped out into the.
No, you're still in the indoor space at the top of the stairs.
Oh, I see. I'm so sorry.
It's quite all right.
Okay, I hadn't realised the map had changed. I was looking at the other screen. Okay. So, right. So they've had 3. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. I guess we do. Is everyone okay with heading out onto the main deck?
Seems like the right place to be.
Okay.
Most direct routes to get Bill here back.
And I have a feeling that who's going to open the door?
So this area has nice big windows. all around. The doors themselves have little windows in them, and between the doors are big windows. There are doors to the north, east, and south, and there are windows on all of the angled sides. So you can, once you're here, you can actually look out through most of it. It shouldn't be that worrying. There doesn't seem to be anything visible from where you are on the observation deck.
Okay.
But you can only from here see kind of the northern side of it.
Okay.
You can either go out through the north door or work your way around inside.
I would just head for the door closest to the visitor center zip line.
Okay.
So we can get to safety ASAP.
Then you can squeeze through the gap between the stairs and the lifts, which is the most direct, or you can walk around the loop inside the building.
I'm going to say walk around the loop to just give us a bit of an idea if anything is out there, just to, like, you get a bit more of a 360 vision kind of deal.
Yeah, that seems very sensible.
Okay. All right. You make your way around the interior of the building. Initially, you don't see anyone as you sort of start looking out the sort of northeast and east. But as you come around the south side of the lifts, you can see that there appear to be two people. You can't see them well, but you can see the top of their heads, and they are crouching by the window that sort of leads out towards the pterosaur launch to visitor center.
Okay. Surely they will have heard our steps, right? So surely they would have...
I don't know, you haven't been making that much noise, and it's windy out there.
Or what, not even like the radio noises we made and like speaking?
No, that was the other side of a door and inside a building.
Oh, I thought we'd opened the door. I was sure we opened the door.
You opened the door to the stairs. That's inside the building. Not an external door. You're still inside the building, in fact. You haven't opened any door to the outside yet.
Oh, and they're huddling on the...
Outside. The observation deck, yeah.
Right, that makes more sense. I was thinking they were huddling on the inside. Right, okay. So I'm kind of... Yeah, I'm going to just turn to the other guys and go, take it slow, try not to startle them. I think these are probably our final two survivors.
Well, except Percy does have a different plan.
He does.
But Percy holds out the mask to Bill and just says, last chance, Bill. Last chance.
Percy.
And then pulls it back quite quickly and says, no, it's probably not a good idea. Get me in trouble with, he's my boss. Points to Shackleton.
What? Who? What? Promotions?
Nothing.
Promotions.
Yeah.
Finally. Wonderful.
Okay. We heading out on the observation deck then?
By all means. You don't need to make a roll for this. The door is not locked, of course, and you can see what's out there, which is just the tops of heads of two people. So you go out through the door, and immediately, as you push the door open, they react and turn to look at you. They both look scared, but they've apparently been sitting here watching the visitor center to see what's going on over there and if there's any movement on the roof of it.
Okay. Someone else start this conversation, because it shouldn't always be me.
Hey,
Hello?
Hey, friends.
Hi. It's a they could well be a couple. They're about the same age. A man and a woman in their 40s.
Hi, I'm Professor Shackleton Shagley, and this is my living partner, Davy Munro.
Wait, when did you become a professor?
Shh, Davy. Shh. We're here to rescue you. We're here to rescue you.
Oh, thank you.
That's it. Davey has an obsession with masks, but ignore him. It's a strange kink.
Right. It's. We've been looking down there at the top of the visitor centre to see if there's any monsters down there or what's going on, but we haven't been able to see anything.
Okay. Well, we already know 3 people from your party went down. We're gathering everyone at the visitor centre to get them out.
Good. If that's the way,
I
that's
really
the way.
think that we need to get you on this zip line, get you over there ASAP.
Great.
There is power. There is power at the visitor centre. Nobody went west, did they?
Yes, they did, but apparently they've checked in at the visitor centre.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. I was worried that there might be people in the West Tower. That are those 3 people.
Well, you never know. There might be, but you've been very specifically told to clear out the East Tower.
That's true. That's true.
So maybe the West
Okay.
Tower is someone else's problem.
So we're all accounted for. We just need to get you down this,
Yeah.
whatever the marketing line is. It'll spiel off the,
All right.
Yeah, when they're offering it to tourists, they tend not to call it a death slide. They prefer the term zip line, or in this place, pterosaur. Because it's intended for tourists, of course, it's a pretty sturdy arrangement. Basically, above you, sort of pretty much on the roof of the building, there are sort of mounting places for a number of these quite large silhouettes. They're basically large plastic silhouettes of the wings of a gliding pterosaur.
Lovely.
And hanging from underneath each one is a sort of a harness made of straps, and the whole thing is just resting on its wheels on top of the zip line. So what you do is very simply, you take one of the pterosaurs and you attach the harness around the person, and then they jump. The system doesn't really have what you'd call brakes. It just relies on gravity and enthusiasm. The drop down to the visitor centre from here is pretty steep. Some people, when they're confronted with it, decide to take the longer way via the West Tower instead, which is much more gentle. But these guys look quite enthusiastic about getting to the visitor centre as fast as the zip line can carry them.
Okay. Am I good to radio again and let the visitor centre know they've got 3 incoming park guests?
By all means. As you raise the radio, I need you to make a courage check for me, please.
Oh no! What cost is this
This
one?
will be just a 1.
Yay, Brachio!
Nice.
Again, immediately you get an answer, and as you're explaining this to the tower, you glance up, and there are 2 pterosaurs waiting to go on this zip line.
Wait, what?
The things that they connect to.
The actual harnesses.
Right. I'm just checking you didn't mean actual
Actual
pterosaurs. Right? You
There
told me
are
no
2
I know,
harnesses for the pterosaurs.
earlier.
He does lie. It's true.
You can so effectively there is enough space for 2 people to go down the zip line right now.
Cool. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Oi!
But no. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. We're being heroes, aren't we? I forgot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get Bill into one of them.
Youth and ladies, women and children. Not these a child. Oh, wait a sec. Before we do, let's see who goes with Bill. Hang on a sec. The 2 of you, check this out. Look at my thumb. Look. Oh, hang on. Wait. Ooh. Look. It's back together. How do the 2 of them respond, Ben?
I give a heavy eye roll.
The
It-
heaviest.
It does not impress any of your rescuees.
Are either of them slightly more pitying?
Slightly more what, sorry?
Pitying of me.
I suppose they have a little bit of sympathy, a little bit of cringe reaction as well, but a bit of sympathy.
Shit. Well, I don't know. I can't split them. Maybe one of you guys can choose who should go down.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that it is. I don't know. Is one of them more more keen to send the other, or are they both keen? Both want to get on it as quickly as possible.
Well, Billy is very keen to jump on a pterosaur immediately.
I bet Billy is.
He was enthusiastic about it before he was being chased by things with teeth.
Yep.
But the other two, you can take your pick.
That's mean because I know what you're doing. Okay.
Who are you sending down, Andy? You know dinosaurs.
You know what? I'm going to use my D6 and odd she goes, even he goes.
Ooh,
ooh,
I like it.
It's an
Great.
odd, so she goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Billy cheerfully leaps into the harness and starts strapping himself in. He's been on this kind of ride before, and he doesn't seem remotely alarmed at the thought of dropping off the side of a tower. Certainly much less alarmed than he is at the thought of being eaten. So he gets to the edge of the railing, literally kicks his feet up, and disappears at a fairly scary speed off the side of the tower.
He's loving life, that boy. Sorry, team.
Yeah.
The woman, Wendy, her name is. She's a bit more nervous. She hasn't done this before, and she wasn't planning to go down quite such a steep slope, even before she was being chased by things with teeth, which doesn't seem to have actually encouraged her. But still, she stands there while you strap her in, and hesitates on the railing until her other half, Max, puts his hand firmly in the middle of her back and says, "See you at the visitor centre," and gives her a nice shove off the side.
Wendy, go!
Yeah.
Well, if there's one thing we know about people called Wendy, they can sometimes fly.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Sometimes.
So you watch as, I mean, she goes quickly enough that you can actually see Billy arriving after she's already on the line. And
wow.
it seems to go very, very smoothly. It's a long old drag back to the visitor centre down that slope. And he arrives, and as he does, seems to be sort of unstrapping himself from his harness and dropping down, which he manages fairly straightforwardly. And as you watch, you see Wendy arrive down there in the sort of stopping zone, the landing zone, and he helps her get unstrapped. And as they drop down, they both sort of wave an arm to you. And as they do, you hear a sound like a door swinging open with a bit of a thump.
Ooh.
Sorry, we hear a door. Oh, that's going to be behind us.
Oh no!
Because we are not hearing a door go thump open from the visitor centre. That's for damn sure.
That would seem a long way away for a door thump.
Yeah. It's still big windows, right? So we can still turn around and hopefully what was inside.
Where you are,
you
at the sort of southwest, peering in through the window, you can't see any open door. But remember, two of the exits onto the actual observation deck are hidden from that window, as is the door to the stairs.
Right. I would have thought you would be able to see the door to the stairs.
No,
from there.
the if you think about it, there's a sort of pod of stuff there and a door in the side of it which leads into the stairs down. You can't see into it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How long before we get one or two of the pterosaurs back up so we can send Max on his way?
It's a powered system, I'm afraid.
Oh no! Are there any connected to the route to the west?
Oh, you can certainly run around and take a look. Bear in mind, though, that would put you opposite the window just outside the door to the stairs.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, but either way, if it don't got power, we either go that way or we have to go back down the stairs. So either way, we're gonna work out what came banging through that door.
fair enough.
Exactly. But we can send a survivor to the west in the hope that they can then take that down to the other.
Shackleton.
Yes, hello.
You could always give him your tea towel, and he could loop it over the line and go down that way.
Look, my living partner, Davy Munro.
Yes.
I could. I'm worried that it would burn through my beloved tea towel. Look at the stick.
And that is your favourite, after all.
It is. I've dried many dish and whipped many co-worker with it. It'd be a sad thing to see it end up in smouldering rags. So, and I'd be
It
worried.
survived many HR meetings.
It certainly has.
It would be a shame to see it go out this way.
It's been recovered from many bins that my manager has thrown it into. I'd be worried that they would get halfway down and it would separate in their hands and they would fall to their death in whatever dinosaur room is below.
Okay.
Last option, maybe then.
Okay. All right. You press on around the edge of the observation deck and glance up to see the area where the pterosaurs are stored above the launch pad to the west tower.
Yes.
And as you do, of course, you can see in through that window. There doesn't seem to be anything inside the building from where you're looking. But there are 6 waiting pterosaurs on the line, ready to head to the west tower.
Okay. I'm thinking we need to move quick because I also think we have not very long left.
No, it's not there. It's not.
Wait. But if this is a powered system, is the West Tower going to have any left if 3 have already gone down from?
Yeah.
Oh,
How far is it from the West Tower to the visitor centre?
It's another long drop, comparable distance to the east to visitor centre.
I'm more thinking if we had to go down and then if there aren't thingies.
If you don't get lucky with there being a vehicle in the tunnels there,
yeah,
then it would be a fair old walk. Now
I'm assuming these pterosaurs are not easy things to lift. We couldn't maneuver them onto the other line.
No, I'm afraid for safety reasons they're properly clamped onto the cable. They can't come off.
This is the way.
Just checking. Okay.
I mean, I suppose the big issue with making your way on foot from the West Tower is mostly the fact that it lies between Allosaurus Alley and Theropod Terra.
And we were told that the Allosauruses are the particularly dangerous ones.
They are particularly nasty, yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, what do you all think? We can go back and try and use the car. It's probably the shortest route, but also we don't know what's down there at the moment. Everything could have changed.
Well, there's 3 more survivors, right? If we send this last one down there and hope that he
Do we?
can get off the west. Is there more? There's more, right? 3. We've got
No,
As
I
far
think
as
we
you
got
know,
more.
you've now got all of the survivors and 2
Oh,
of
we
them
have
back
got
to
all
the
of them.
visitor centre.
Oh, sorry. My maths is terrible.
Yeah, so we've got 5 in the visitor centre because I radioed through and they said
That's
3 had
right.
already
3
come
is
down.
done.
And then we
2 or 1 more.
sent 2
Yeah,
more.
all you've got left is
just got
Max.
So let Max make a decision. Either Max goes west and down from there, or comes back with us. We try and get to the tunnel and gun the car.
Max he's a bit worried about various things, and initially he says
Old Max.
the quickest route is probably the car, direct to the visitor centre. I want to get to Wendy as fast as I can. And then you see him glance through the window and he says, or new plan. And he jumps up and throws himself into the harness of the frontmost pterosaur. And he says, you might want to move, and throws himself off the side of the tower.
I'm immediately going to look where he looked.
Inside, through the window, poking round the corner, you can see a dinosaur. It stands about a little under 6 feet tall, perhaps.
Okay, as a trainer, I would hope that I would know what type of dinosaur.
It is a velociraptor.
Of course it is. Okay, because it has to be one of the girls. Right, okay.
Suddenly, the zip line seems like the best solution.
Yep, right. Go on, you two, get over there. Go and look after Max. I'm gonna try and keep her distracted.
The velociraptor has turned to see movement through the window, and let out a little sort of burbling sound, and starts to accelerate towards the doorway out through the north onto the observation deck. So, who's going first?
Come on, Doctor.
Out to the north.
Dr. Percy, let's go.
Wait. Oh, okay. So we're on the terrace. So okay, yeah. So she's coming out of the top bit.
Yeah, out through the door to the north. Yeah, sort of to your immediate east.
Yeah. Okay, and we're standing on the flight launch pad.
You're on the flight pad. Cool. Yes.
Just checking. I've got my bearings. Okay. Well, as I say, I'm sending those 2 first, and I'm going to I'm immediately going to grab my clicker and just go give a very strong click click response.
Okay, who is going first?
And be at the same time reaching for a treat for my treat bag.
Among our heroic lads, who is going first?
Percy, purposefully seeing the amount of fear in the face of our dear rescuee, and you're weighing that against the clear feeling and love that he had for his partner. Realizes that looking is not the best idea, and he just jumps for the.
Okay. Can you make a courage check, please?
Did you strap yourself in first, or did you just jump?
A bit of both.
Yeah, wraps enough harness to hold on to and goes.
It just goes,
Okay.
A good mix of speed and.
Can
safety.
you make a courage check of 3, please?
Indeed. Oh, this would be the one that I get 2 on.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. You leap up and throw yourself off. You do find that this is a much more gentle descent, and the thing is moving slowly, but you are moving away from the tower, accelerating smoothly away, and behind you can see the door has flung open and the raptor has leapt out onto the observation deck, turning to its left, and its claws skittering on the deck. It does seem to be paying its attention principally to Andy, who's standing there holding up a clicker and a treat in the other hand. But that may be because of the clicker, or it may be just because Andy's closer. So, Andy, can you make a courage of 3, please?
Yep.
Dr. Percy is very tempted to test that hypothesis and looks at the clicker for a brief moment.
So I'm definitely losing some courage, but...
Doctor Andy.
What did you get?
5. That's
5.
why I was holding up the camera. Sorry.
It's all right. Yes, I just didn't have you. I mean, I do have you on
Sorry, I
camera,
didn't
but
realise you couldn't see me. Sorry.
I was
So
focusing on
that
other
takes me
things.
down by 3 points.
A 5. You get you. It costs you
Oh.
3, but you get one of them back.
Okay. Okay.
Wonderful.
So right. Okay.
So it costs you
Nice.
2 net.
So net, yeah, -2 net. Yeah.
However, you do indeed hold out the clicker and the treat, and
Yeah.
this animal, it stops and it freezes and stares at you, like wondering what you're going to do next. Okay, so Shackleton,
Yes.
what do you fancy doing?
I'm following the good doctor. Quite
Okay.
frankly, I'm a coward, so
All right,
my work here is done.
you leap up and just grab the some of the harness straps and wrap your arms and legs through them as best you can and throw yourself off the side.
Absolutely.
Okay, no messing about. Can you roll a courage,
No,
please, of
no
2
messing
for me?
about. Courage of 2. Hey, my first 6 of the night.
Fantastic. Doesn't cost you.
Yeah, what a time. It's a
Doesn't
little
cost
space
you
6
time.
is for
anything.
everyone.
6 is for everyone. 6 is for all.
You leap free, and not only does it not cost you anything, you don't even seem to distract the raptor. It's you might think that it would
Oh.
follow you moving away, but it doesn't. It seems to be completely focused on Andy.
Yeah.
And you smoothly accelerate away. You can still see Percy moving in flight down towards the West Tower, but he's way ahead of you.
Lovely.
Yeah. Apparently, my character has turned into the stupid hero of the story. But
So,
I
Andy.
am going to attempt to basically almost roll the tree. Like I'm basically I'm gonna keep her eye and kind of roll it towards her, so it stays on the observation deck with her.
Okay.
So she can eat it, and then hopefully I can throw myself onto one of those burbs and go.
Oh.
All right.
That's the theory. Whether the dice will make it happen is entirely by.
Well, this is going to be a 3.
Yeah.
So by all means, roll your treat.
Come on, dice.
And then try to leap up and grab the harness.
Bad.
Oh no. Oh no.
Or alternatively, it could be a 6. Will it?
No, I'm trusting my dice.
You're setting the vibes.
But
You're setting really positive vibes.
It is my lucky ankylosaurus.
Come on.
But it is.
Come on now.
Oh,
no.
I think I'm about to lose a limb.
Okay.
Or maybe 6. Oh, well, no, I don't have 6, but you know what I mean.
6 limbs.
Many
Wow.
parts.
It could be impressive.
Many
that would be
parts are
good.
about to go missing.
I think
You
it's
roll the treat.
worth it to lose the 6 limbs.
You see the eyes of the
Guinness
raptor
record.
flick towards it as if that's what it's paying attention to, and as soon as it's watching the treat, you leap up and grab the harness and kick off the side of the building. And as you do, the raptor springs not at the treat but at you, and it lands tangled in the same harness that you are tangled in, and the two of you fall off the side of the building together and start to float down towards the West Tower.
Oh.
The raptor is caught by its claws in the harness, and that far above ground, it's not currently kicking or attacking you, but nonetheless, its sort of foreclaws, its forearm claws, are digging into you in a couple of places. You're getting a few nasty scratches, and the thing is looking at you with absolute venom. And down below you in the distance,
Clever girl, has to be said, clever girl.
you can see Percy drop off the harness onto the roof of the observation deck there, and a moment later, Shackleton does the same.
I am going to shout, scream at them, go, just trying to get them to go to the visitor centre, get off this platform before the raptor comes in with me.
Percy, who has sighed a big sigh of relief, having landed solidly on the platform, then looks back to this shouting and the arrival of Shackleton and seems somewhat panicked.
That was fun. Let's do it again.
He just points back at what's going on behind them.
So, what, in fact, is going on behind is that two of you have landed safely. A third is coming with a passenger.
Shackleton, we should probably carry on our journey as quickly as possible. It looks as though Andy is en route with.
Yeah, let's give Andy space.
No, with the tag along.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, the tag along. Oh no. I can prepare my towel to flick it off if that's helpful.
Would that work? Would it do that?
I don't know. I'm highly rated with my flicking skills. Remember, I did get dragged into HR on at least 2 occasions.
That's true. That's true. Well, if you're confident,
I could give it a go. Why don't you get moving? Yeah, old Max is on his way anyway. Why don't you make sure Max gets down safely?
That sounds like the kind of mission for me. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Certainly.
Then Percy, you race around the corner to find Max is already grabbing the lead pterosaur thing. There are 5 pterosaurs ready for the drop to the visitor centre.
There's enough for the velociraptor as well.
And he leaps into the straps, and he sort of glances over his shoulder to see the unusual cargo coming down towards the tower, and he says, "Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for everything," and throws himself off the tower towards the visitor centre.
Something to tell the grandkids.
He doesn't respond, but to be fair, he's got his
Percy
back
will
to you and he's
start to-
floating through the air.
Percy will start strapping in somewhat more securely than last time. It's got a little bit of time, I imagine.
Okay. All right. Are you going as soon as you're strapped in?
He wants to, but he'll wait. He'll put it off to the very last minute. He wants to see the flick.
Okay.
The outcome.
I'm just going to suggest it. Remember, Andy gave you guys something right at the beginning.
So,
Just
effectively,
going to suggest it could be a good distraction point before the flick happens. Just
if you are Shackleton,
we'll get there. It's all in the timing.
if you are Shackleton,
All in the
you've
timing.
sort of moved your way down to see enough of the launch pad for the visitor centre. You can't currently get into a harness because there is someone occupying the space, of course, but there is one ready for you when the time comes.
Oh, okay. Now's the time. Okay. Is Percy quickly? Not Percy. Is Andy quickly approaching?
Very fast, yes. I mean, ironically, this one's moving a little bit quicker than you did because there's a little bit more weight on it.
a little bit, just a tiny bit. Promise I didn't eat all those donuts.
Okay.
Where's the nearest pool? Oh, Sparrow, you absolute legend.
What I'm gonna do is as Percy
Yeah, I'm not really
leaves-
sure I can do much, so
as Percy leaves,
kind of just
I'm
coming
gonna
in.
get the old tea towel. I'm gonna start wrapping it around, flicking it, and positioning myself in the position as Andy is hurtling in at high speed with the Velociraptor directly behind.
All right.
And in his hand, he's gonna take a couple of the treats, the dino treats, in one of the hands as well, and just position himself ready for Andy.
Okay.
Heroic Andy, may I add.
All right.
Thank you.
Percy, are you still on the deck waiting to see what happens?
He will, yeah. He'll leave it. He figures that if the Velociraptor lands on the deck, he's got at least enough time to push off and go.
Probably true. And for that reason, I'm not going to make you roll. But the other two, I need both of you to make a 3 courage roll, please.
3 courage roll. It is a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So you know the 2 was bad.
Oh,
Oh no!
That's worse by the second.
Don't.
It was a 1.
Okay. That cost
I'm
you
very
3
dead.
courage.
I am a very, very dead trainer.
That that cost you 3
how
courage.
many courage points do I even lose from that? Like,
You arrive on the observation deck, trying to leap out of the harness as quickly as possible, but the raptor is faster and drops onto the deck. However, for just a moment, there is a bit of a delay as a mad, foolish but heroic figure steps up, hurling dino treats at it and swinging a white bath towel in some weird dance of simultaneous surrender and assault. It's a very strange sight.
What a heroic sight.
It is a very strange sight.
That wasn't my plan, Ben. I didn't say I was going to do that at all.
What a hero you are. I'm glad you hung around.
That's suspiciously like what Luke was going to do.
The
It sounds like something a psychologist would do, a philosopher.
The raptor does take a bit of a tumble on landing. It's not really designed for moving on these kind of slippery surfaces. However, it turns and sinks its teeth into Andy's leg as Andy struggles to get loose of the straps. But it lets go as it is confronted by the whirling towel and madness that is Shackleton.
Back, you beast.
Andy, your leg is badly hurt. You'll be significantly slower, but you are, at least in principle, not currently gripped by the animal, but you are bleeding quite hard.
okay.
Andy, what are you going to do?
Okay, so wait, so it's distracted by the whipping thing.
Yes.
So it's facing with its back to me. Can I like?
Everyone is.
Is it still slightly caught up in the like? It described to me where it's at in comparison.
Essentially, it is standing on the deck. You are stretched out beneath it. Your ankles underneath its chin, and your head towards the south, towards
my
the
ankle of
launch
the
pad.
injured leg or the not injured leg?
Both. You're stretched out on the deck.
Can I use my non-injured leg to kick it in the face and try and kick it off?
Oh, I don't see why not. Make a 3 courage roll for me.
Hello there.
Come on, Dodge. You've been so mean for the last people. Come on, be nice. Be nice. Very nice. 6.
Okay.
Oh,
Doesn't even cost you any courage. You do exactly that. You are underneath it. You draw back your leg, and you give it a good old hard kick. For a second, you think it's not going to be enough. Though the animal isn't that heavy and you kick it with a lot of force, it doesn't have any grip on the deck and it flies off, but you think it's not going to be enough because it'll hit the railing and bounce back. But the thing is, raptors don't have quite the same low center of gravity as people do. A lot of its weight is poised above its hips, and as it hits the railing, it sort of spins once, drops, and disappears out of sight off the side of the tower, plummeting 4 stories down to the ground.
Yay! Okay, I've got a mangled leg, but yay!
Hero time.
I guess I'm just gonna like reach out to Shackleton and ask for a hand up, and then I guess we can head back. I guess, unless you're gonna throw more dinos at us.
No, absolutely not. you take it in turns. Percy's obviously already in the harness, so he can just drop off. But the other two of you can take it in turns to strap yourselves into a harness and drift off towards the visitor centre. And as you reach the bottom of this ride, which is quite gentle compared to the one you saw coming from East Tower straight down to the visitor centre, as you reach the bottom of this ride, you realise that there are people on the deck now in reasonable numbers, and some of them are armed. They've armed themselves and are preparing for defending the tower if necessary from the top deck. And in the distance to the south, because you're still coming in from above, you can see groups of electric vehicles fanning out from the main park gate through the park to come and collect survivors and rescue them back. And sure, some of them are being torn apart by an Allosaurus, but others are making it. And you never know, maybe you'll be lucky.
I'm gonna. I'd like to do one last comment to Shaq as we get out of the thing. I'll be like, "Hey, Shaq, I think after this one, no one can complain when you whip them with your towel."
No one ever does.
And that's 2 hours. Thank you very much, everyone, and good night.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Ben.
Cheers.